Hi viewers, you are welcome to our channel once again. I am still your presenter, Chinedu. Yes, this channel has done so many videos as regards places, cities and the rest of them. But today we are going to a town called Abagana. Abagana is the headquarters of Njikoka local government of Anambra State, Nigeria. So let's go and see the potentials of this town, if you care to know, and the advantages of this town called Abagana. So many people, it's their pleasure to see this video of this town. Some, the video is new or the town is new to them. But whichever is the case, we are now in Abagana to see the potentials of this town and the advantages. By the right there is the headquarters of Njikoka local government, the administrative office of Njikoka local government, right there in Abagana. So we are moving along Enugu Onitsha Old Road to see how this town looks like. So, but if you stick around, if you wish, you may not regret it. So if you are interested, let's go and have a view of this town. Abagana is a town in Nigeria and in Anambra State in particular. Okay? Then, like I said, is the administrative headquarters of Njikoka local government and lies approximately 20 kilometers from Onitsha along Old Enugu-Onitsha Road Highway. And this road seems to have divided this town into two. By the right there is the Open University. It's located in Abagana, one of the branches. So let's keep looking around. We are along Enugu-Onitsha Expressway. Moving down a bit, we are getting to a popular place called Ezicheke. All this area now is called Ezicheke. This area is very popular. Very, very popular, especially during Christmas period. So, Abagana is bounded in the north by Aba, Ugbo, and Enugu Agidi towns. In the south by Nimo and Eziowele towns. In the east by Enugu town, and in the west by Omonachi and Ifitedunu towns. The traditional authority adopts the kingship title of Igwe Abagana. The current traditional ruler is His Majesty Igwe Patrick Mbamalu Okeke, the present Igwe of Abagana. So, but then Abagana has 9 villages. It has 9 villages. That is Abagana, Ebotehete, and these villages are Adagbe Abagana, Adagbe Orofia, Adagbe Umudunu, Akpo Abagana, Amenye Abagana, Enuora Orofia, Enuora Umudunu, Uru and Uru Opala. So these are the 9 villages of this town called Abagana. Yes, I wouldn't want to go into the history of this town because according to records, there are about 3 versions of the story. So I don't want to go into them. Let the history remain for the people in authority, or if anybody wants to chip in the history of the town, let him go ahead and let us know. Okay, so we are moving down to Oyago Abagana. Yes, Oyago Abagana. No, we are familiar with this route. Oyago Abagana. Honestly speaking, I thought that it's going to be among the places our able governor would have, assigned a flyover. Honestly speaking, as he has assigned flyover at Egulobia, I thought this place would have come up at the same time, because people are going through hell here at Oyago. People are going through hell on daily basis. Forget about Christmas period. Christmas period is a very special period that once it's evening, passing through this area is a problem. And there are, connections that, crosses along this Oyago area. So, however, the government knows the best, but there is no way we can pass here without making mention of this particular Oyago and the problems associated with that place. If the government has missed assigning flyover here, let it be in the keep in view file, honestly speaking. So we are moving up towards the end of Abagana, but I know we are going to turn so that we have a look at other places of Abagana. Now we have just turned. By the right there is Abagana, by the left is Ifiteduno. So it's like that down to Oyago. After immediately you pass Oyago Junction, both sides becomes Abagana. So, but for here now, left is Ifiteduno, another town. Okay. So, but okay, we are moving towards Abatete side, so that we have a view of Nnamdi Azikiwe Secondary School, Abagana. Is by the left there. So let's move ahead to see those places and what it looks like. So that's the entrance of Nnamdi Azikiwe University Secondary School by the left. You can see some students coming out from the gate. So, but this area of Abagana, both left and right, is like a cooler part of Abagana. It's not that noisy part of Abagana. This place is like a reserved area where people thought it wise to come and build both left and right. People just prefer to, some, not all, some people prefer to come here to build their houses. So, but we are not going inside to see this part of Abagana. Just we are going to move along the road because we cannot cover every place in Abagana. Just some few, public places we can just cover and say goodbye to the town. So, but if you are yet to subscribe to our channel, please click on the subscription button now and the notification button. Like the video, share the video. Let other people that you feel that wants to watch, let them watch too. Then don't forget to make a comment. Your comment is vital when it comes to video production like this. So you are welcome once again. So we have turned, moving down to Oyago, so that from Oyago we can enter another place, probably towards Abagana Girls Secondary School off Oyago Junction or off Oyago. So this Oyago, you see there is traffic light there, but I bet you when the traffic is much, it will have little or nothing to do here, this traffic light. You see, we have about 5 adjoining roads, one coming from Ubo, the other one coming from Okozo, the other one coming from where we came out now, from Abatete side, and the Onitsha Expressway. You can see. So any little thing here, people get stuck. This place is due for a flyover, if you ask me. But roundabout here, I cannot solve any problem. So, having said that, we believe that the government will come to the aid of this area one day to solve this traffic problem. Now we have entered the road leading to Abagana Girls Secondary School. The former administration, like I know, attempted doing something on this road, but after like how many meters, the work was abandoned. Because I know this area very well. So you can see it's just here. They work somewhere here. It was abandoned. But there is good news. As we came here now, we saw some work going on. Work is going on again on this road. Since there is not yet a flyover at Oyago, all these link roads at least need to be good, so that it will help to decongest Oyago when there is traffic that occurs almost at every other time. So this link road, this one leads to Nimo. I have not passed it to Nimo, but I know that I learned that it leads to Nimo. See? So this kind of link road need to be good. Because when it's good, and some other links road near that Oyago, it will help to decongest Oyago. So you can see that the road is under construction. Again, it has been awarded and work is going on right now. So, but it seems that the road is unpassable. It's blocked down there, so vehicles cannot pass. So we have to make a U-turn back to where we are coming from. You can see the road is blocked. No way. The bus cannot pass and the road is cut into two. So we are going back from where we are coming from. So now we are going back to Oyago to negotiate rights. Let's explore other places. That red roof is a building inside Oyago Market. Guess is inside the park, Oyago Park. The building is newly erected, as it should be lock-up shops. So at least this place now is neater, unlike before. You see these traders being on the road, displaying goods, causing hold-ups here and there. So I believe with this, it's going to help the traffic gridlocks not to occur frequently, and the buses and other commercial vehicles should be discouraged from parking along those important flashpoints. So like I said, I'm going to roll out the potentials of Abagana town. You see, Abagana people has entrepreneurial spirit. They have entrepreneurial spirit. Abagana is recognized for its enterprising community, with many residents actively involved in various business ventures. The town has a history of successful entrepreneurs who have established thriving businesses, both local and beyond. So this entrepreneurial spirit presents opportunities for businesses to grow. Innovations not excluding, and investments within Abagana. So with the right support and infrastructural developments in the town, this town can further foster entrepreneurship, attract investments, and stimulate economic development. I've just mentioned the entrepreneurial spirit of Abagana people. Then I talk about the strategic location of Abagana. Abagana enjoys the strategic location, being situated along major transportation routes and close to other significant towns and cities in Anambra State. Its proximity to commercial center provides opportunity for trade, business collaborations, and investment partnerships. With improved transportation infrastructure and connectivity, Abagana can serve as a hub for economic activities, attracting industries and fostering trade linkages. You see, Abagana, forgetting that maybe in the recent times some number of big factories in Abagana may not be functional. Reasons I don't know, but some other ones, medium scale factories, are still functional. But I tell you that in the past, Abagana can boast of a technical foundry machine, a factory. That's where metals of different shapes can be molded for vehicle parts and every other things needed. The factory is in Abagana. Abagana can boast of some breweries and soft drinks factory. They are all there. But never mind. Don't know, maybe due to one thing or the other, some of these factories are not functional, but can be still revived if opportunity is given. So, but now we are moving down to, as if you are going to Ugbo. That's the road that leads to Ugbo. But we are going to turn down there. We are focusing on Abagana, no other town. So we have just turned. So by the right of this road is the Abagana Square. Going down a bit by the right is Abagana Square. That place is very popular. Like I said, when we were moving down to Oyago during Christmas period, this is the back of that place I was mentioning. But later we are going to come to have a better look of that place. So, but we have mentioned the strategic location of Abagana, near to Onitsha, a commercial, hub of Southeast. So next is I will talk about educational institutions. Abagana is home to several educational institutions, including primary, secondary, and tertiary institutions. These institutions play a vital role in nurturing young minds and shaping the future generations. Abagana has the potential to further develop its educational facilities, promoting quality education and fostering partnerships with higher institutions. A well-developed educational sector contributes to human capital development, which is essential for sustainable growth and social economic advancement. So, but we have entered this road that is leading to the other road. The other road that connects from Eke going to Ugbo. So as we are going, you just observe the areas we are going. So record has it that along this route is where the factories were located then, though the 3 or 4 factories that I mentioned earlier, none of them is functional. But I know that all hopes is not lost, that some of them can be revived if given the opportunity. So we talk about agricultural potentials. That Abagana town is situated in an agriculturally rich region known for its fertile land and favorable climatic condition. The town has the potentials to harness its agricultural resources for increased food production and commercial farming. This includes the cultivation of crops such as cassava, yam, maize, and vegetables, as well as livestock rearing and fish farming. By leveraging its agricultural potentials, Abagana can contribute to food security, job creation, and economic growth. And that is it about Abagana. We still have more to roll out, and I'm going to give a kind of special explanation about this about the tourism aspect of Abagana, the culture and tourism aspect of Abagana, because I've witnessed it several times. So if you stick by, if you want to know more, this is one of the factories. Yes, you can see we are in front of one of the factories that is defunct. Those days, this factory supplies items, products to the north all over Nigeria. It has employed a lot of people those days, according to information that we received. So, but now it's no longer functional. So, like I said earlier, if you stick with me, you are going to have a hint and some stories about tourism in Abagana. I will roll it out after these potentials. Tourism is going to be the last aspect of it, and I will take time to talk about the festival. This is another factory. This is the foundry. Olympic Technical Works is written on the wall there. This one is not functional. But those days, like we have the information, any metal formation, just like a kind of practicals for schools like Metallurgical Institute of Obosi, they can come here to practicalize what they have learned in school. This is where the main major work is being practicalized. Anything metal work then. So, but it's not functional now. So we are still moving up. This area, this road used to be wider than this, because I've passed here sometimes before. It used to be wider than this, and it used to be a tarred road. You can see some patches of the tar, but it's no longer as if the road was tarred before, because it used to be a very busy area for workers going to work and the rest of them. So we are still moving ahead. We are going to come out on the road that leads to Ukbo, coming down from Abagana. So we are now on the road that leads to Ukbo, and this this thing here is indicating that somebody is going into Ukbo. I know it has not been there before, but however, it's there. So, but we are not going deep into Ugbo, so that we'll go and continue. We are going to turn here to continue with our Abagana exploration. We are not done yet with the potentials of this town called Abagana. So this road now leads to Eke. Eke is situated along just close to Enugu Onitsha Old Road. So we are moving down towards that side. So this is the junction, that Eke junction I was mentioning. So, but by the left is the local government headquarters, the judicial court aspect of it, but inside is local government headquarters. But we are going to use this road that leads to Nimo. Yes, this road that leads to Nimo. I used to pass through this road, but now the road is somewhere that you will be taking your time to maneuver. If not, if you are not the patient type, after passing through here, you just drive straight to workshop, mechanic workshop. So, but we are taking our time to avoid expenses. However, the road don't used to be like this before. Like I said, I've passed here a couple of times. But what do you expect when maintenance is being lacked? You know, the traffic on the road is much. There will be tears and wears. But however, I know that one day it will be attended to. But one of the strategies that the government is to be used on these villages that are not far from the cities, or in fact all the villages, because everywhere is now developed in the southeast, is to attend to some of these their roads so that it will help to decongest the city. You know, somebody can move, like I said, move from here and go to work at Onitsha and come back on daily basis. But it becomes worse or much burden if some of these public amenities are not attended to. So, but we are moving down towards the end of Abagana, so we can turn back. We have had a look of this place, what it looks like, then we'll go back. So from here now, the person moves down to Nimo, moves down to Oyenimo, to be precise. You know, from that Oyenimo, you can move down to other towns like Abacha, move down to Neni, Enuguku, and the rest of them. So our focus is Abagana today. So we are going to rejoin Enugu Onitsha Old Road now and move down towards Ezicheke side. Let's have a view of that square. Here I was talking about the cultural and tourism aspect of Abagana. Now, the cultural heritage of Abagana. Now, Abagana town has a rich cultural heritage with a strong sense of community and traditional values. The town celebrates vibrant festivals, just like Edaro Festival. It is very popular in Abagana and its environs. People can travel all the way from abroad to come to this festival. I will come to that. Then cultural events and traditional practices that showcases its cultural identity. And this cultural heritage can be leveraged to promote tourism and cultural exchange, attracting visitors and generating economic benefits for the town. Developing tourism infrastructure, preserving cultural sites, and promoting cultural tourism can contribute to the overall growth and development of Abagana. And let me just give this example. The festival of Edaro Abagana, is held towards the last week of December, according to information gathered. Towards last week of December, and it commences from Afo. It has to do with Afo. Igbo has 4 market days. Okay, Afo. So it has to do with Afo. This is Daro. Okay. Then I'm just giving an instance. During that festival, about promoting tourism and economic development, people that troop in to witness this cultural event, they spend money. That money they are spending buying sorts of things within Abagana improves the economic aspect of Abagana. So what we are saying is that if this aspect of tourism and cultural festival can be modernized, that it can attract more people and it will boost the economy of Abagana. That is what I'm saying. Then we are still moving around to have a look of Abagana. This place is coming down from Ezicheke towards Nimo. Again, another road that leads to Nimo. It is bad also. It is bad. In fact, if not only the Enugu Onitsha Old Road, I don't see any other road that is good, that we have passed now that is good. Probably, but I know these roads were good before. As time goes on, they got bad and maintenance is lacking. You see? And some private roads, maybe some pockets of them can still be good. So, but all these government roads, they are not okay. So we are moving down towards going to Nimo. Let's have a look of that side and what it looks like. So we are still moving down a bit. Let's have a better look of that area. So like this road we are following now, I have passed this road a good number of times, and it's a private individual that walked on this road. It seems to be better than the one done by the people in charge. So, but just a few number of potholes on the road. So, but like I promised earlier, I'm going to talk a bit on the Edaro Festival. We are moving towards that square where the festival is being held every year. The opposite, this chamber hall where you are looking at, is behind it is where the festival is being held. Probably we can visit here again during the festival. Yes, this is the place the festival takes place, and it's a market place too. It's for market square. So, but when the festival is about to commence, all these places will be cleared. You can see the small podium there. So this is where Edaro Festival takes place, and we say that Edaro Festival is a significant cultural event celebrated in Abagana. It is an annual festival that holds great cultural and historical importance for the community and is observed with great enthusiasm and participation. The Edaro Festival is a time when the people of Abagana come together to celebrate their rich cultural heritage and honor their ancestors. The festival is deeply rooted in the traditions and customs of the town and serves as a time for communal unity, spiritual connection, and cultural preservation. Of course, these explanations is not applicable to everybody from the town, especially this period of increased Christianity. You know, this is Chime Hall. Chime Hall, behind it is the Edaro Festival. So this is the Edaro Festival actually taking place. The clip came in to this video to spice it up. You can see masquerades performing. That square we went to that time, this is the square. You can see that podium that I was showing you people. See the podium, this is the square. Everybody is here. It's a very large area. You can see canopies that contains so many people from different areas, you know, having a glimpse of culture and festival. So, but during this festival, various activities take place that showcase the unique cultural practices of Abagana people. It's colorful dressed masquerades that are called Manwu play a prominent role in the festival. Those masquerades, adorned in vibrant costumes and masks, represent ancestral spirits and are believed to bring blessings and potentials to the community. You know, it's not like I know and like we are informed, it's not everybody that has this belief, but a good number of them has this belief. The Manwu perform mesmerizing dances and entertain the crowds with their intricate movements and acrobatics. You can watch masquerades where they perform, and you know, you can see this one doing what it knows how to do. This one is called as an Igbo man, I know it's called the Zaga. There are so many masquerades that we can see here in Abagana. We are still discussing the tourism aspect of Abagana, and I believe it's going to be the last part of our discussion. Then the festival also features cultural performances, traditional musics, and dances that reflects the history and traditions of Abagana. Okay. Then, traditional rulers, community leaders, and elders lead the ceremonies and rituals, invoking ancestral blessings and offering prayers for peace, prosperity, and good fortunes. During this festival. There is no way we can get all this video, every other masquerade, but just a glimpse of how the festival looks like. Then the Edar of Festival is not only a time of celebration and cultural display, but also a period for reflections and gratitude. It provides an opportunity for the people of Abagana to express their collective identity, strengthen social bonds, and pass down their cultural heritage to future generations. The festival also attracts visitors from neighboring communities and beyond, fostering cultural exchange and promoting tourism in Abagana. So, but if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, do it now by clicking on the subscription button, notification button, like this video. Let's hear your comments. Let's just have your comments, and please don't forget to share this video so that others can watch. So, but gradually we are rounding up, but make sure that you watch this entertainment aspect of it, because a lot of interesting dances and masquerades are yet to come out. So it's a kind of bonus and real life experience of Abagana festival called Edaro Festival. So, ladies and gentlemen, with this, I want to thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to check other videos that are available in our channels. Thank you for coming around. Until I come your way next time, bye for now.